Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, where these fans have been getting prepared to cheer on a whole pack of Badgers since early in the morning. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Badgers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He won't get him. It's a touchdown.
How about special teams being special on the opening kick? You work in meetings all week, and we might have a chance to bust one. First kick, takes it, busts it through, uses the speed, takes it all the way back to the house. What a start.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And there will be no return on this one. Into the end zone. A first down for the offense. Some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. The offense lining up for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He'll let one go down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up.
Fires and picked off. And And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Looks as if NC State has a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Toner. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. With jet sweep pass. Inside the 30. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, NC State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Trying play action. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
3rd and long, and there's a lot to go through for a quarterback, and I'm setting my protections, and I got to understand my receivers getting to the sticks, but I also can't forget I got to get those feet set. That way the ball doesn't sail on me or the ball's a little bit more accurate. You could tell he was more worried about the situation and forgot about his feet.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got the first down and more. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life...
And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to it.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, in one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either with this dude rushing.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. Still a 14-point lead, guys. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Loss of 2. 2nd down coming up. Okay, ready? That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, NC State 14, Wisconsin 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Steps away. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll set up to throw. Got his man in the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Going up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him for the passing game.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the mints, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. It's going to catch you, big fella.
They're going to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On 3rd down, going up top. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Houston had an impressive showing at home today. And I know the fans there in Clutch City are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the lone running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the foot.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. And the quarterback is snowed under. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Wisconsin 7.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Wisconsin Badgers will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Goes to the option. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown, Wolfpack! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
First and 10.
Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Now adjusting. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's second and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Pocket starts to collapse. Another incompletion on third down.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he left him grabbing. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody...
Open runway ahead. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Klein. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And here's the third interception of the night. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover, give up the yardage, it'll be first down. He'll come out throwing on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
NC State 34, Wisconsin 7.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's so hard because when they run jet sweeps, they don't always give them the football, and then you got to worry about other stuff. But great job focusing on your keys, seeing the jet sweep, pulling the trigger, going, and getting the speedster on the ground.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back goes in motion. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Badgers are flying down the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Runs through the tackle. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Badger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over Wake Forest. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. He leaves it with the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's got it again. Finding more yards with the spin move. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going back to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! And the punishment has been extended. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Tackle at the 27-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Running with power.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Powers through the defender. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense...
And it's his 4th interception of the game.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, NC State 41, Wisconsin 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me.
Speeding down the left side. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And now the hit knocks it loose. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Going over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running it and keep getting better at it. So use this as practice.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Badger. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got room at the 35. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field.
Here we go.
The give, and tick, 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 tick.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
42, Slider.
The inside handoff. NC State will pick up the 1st down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the route is on. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oregon State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Beavs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback checking off. They'll start this drive with a pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Underneath toast the coverage, got it deep downfield. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
To the air on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's thrown another interception. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves.
Lets it fly. He makes a grab. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still can count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Wide out in motion. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
From the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.